Do you ever feel that after you play something, it just makes you feel alive? Something about the experience just makes you... Mouthwashing is a game that I was not going into expecting anything in particular. But now that I'm done, it's a game that I will never forget. It takes you on such a wild ride that is sometimes suspenseful, sometimes scary, and altogether amazing. Now, go into this knowing that it is dark, it's dreary, and it's suspenseful. But don't worry, no spoilers here. Mouthwashing is going to take you for a ride, and not one that you necessarily can anticipate ahead of time or read into too much. You take an outside look at this game, and you see the PS1 art style, the graphics, and the way that it kind of gives you that mood where it's dark and dreary, and it's going to have some horror aspects. So you know that going into it, but you really don't know what to expect until you get into it. This is one of those walking simulators that's very heavy on the story. The game doesn't do a setup to allow you to see exactly what each person does on a daily basis, but you get a very deep look into each individual as they intermingle with each other. And I mean that so deeply. The way that each character dynamically changes their emotions, their reactions, the way they speak and move depending on what's happening in the story and the people around them. You get to understand this crew of people in such a short time frame. This game is only about 3 hours long, and yet it had such a large impact on me. Mouthwashing is downright scary though. It wears the horror tag loud and proud, and boy does it do it well. During my entire time playing this game, which was almost exactly at 3 hours, I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. I could not take my eyeballs off the screen. With each and every moment, the suspense just rises and it captures you and keeps you along for the ride. This game has perfect pacing. It allows you to get drawn right in, and then it just grabs you and does not let go. It shocked me whenever it built all of these events up to come to a crescendo of despair, because that's what this game is about. It's about bringing you in, holding you tight, and then showing you the despair within each and every person and how that can lead to terrible choices in life. Now, the PS1 pixelated art style is very surreal in the way that it kind of mimics the art direction altogether and the story elements that it tries to present. The game is gritty, it's dark, it's a little weird, and the entire art direction shows that. That's the point of it. If this game was a cake, then the audio design would be the icing on top, and boy, would it be layered on thick. It's crunchy, it's pixely, it's tactile, it is everything that I want and need from a game like this. The setting of this game is on a ship where the characters are transporting cargo for this company called the Pony Express, and the mascot of the company is a weird character that is a horse that is almost like Rocky and Bullwinkle from the 50s. Now, there are a ton of cartoons that came out around that time frame that had different characters that kind of mimic the style, but for some reason it kind of reminded me specifically of Rocky and Bullwinkle. It has the very curved nature of the characters where everything is kind of round, big heads, big mouths, big ears, big eyes. Now, this cargo ship that they all live on, that they're transporting this cargo for with this company, is rather small in some cases, but still rather large in others. The room that they actually have to carry all the cargo in is massive, but yet their living quarters, their lounge area, and all the other places that the actual human beings have to reside in is relatively small compared to the size of the cargo bay. It actually goes to show how much this corporate company cares about the people transporting their goods. The gameplay of this is not what's going to capture you and keep you going. The thing that's going to keep you playing is going to be the story, the writing, the visuals, and don't forget the sound. Now, that's going to be relatively it for this review because I don't want to spoil it any more than I already have. In showing the few clips that I have throughout this review, anything that I show further than that is going to get a little bit spicy. So to avoid that and allow you the time and the ability to learn about this game on your own and experience it on your own, I'm gonna cut it off here. This game is only $12 currently on Steam, and it is worth every goddamn penny. Please go help people like this. Indie developers that are out there making fantastic games such as this deserve all the praise, all the recognition, and all of the money that they can get. We need more small, short, and amazing experiences such as Mouthwashing. I can already tell that this game is going to stick with me for a very long time, and I hope you get to experience it, and I hope you allow it to stick with you as well. But either way, that's going to be it for this, and I'll see you next time.